Everything's perfect. She's eating well. She doesn't really exert too much energy. She just cruises along, does what she's asked, and she's basically the perfect racehorse. I wish I had a few more of them.
She's had a look around Ellerslie, went up there last Friday for a gallop. What did you make of her effort that day?
Beautiful gallop. She needed it. Sort of the little trip up there, the gallop, she had a good blow, but watching her pull up today, it's just brought her on beautifully, and she's basically just going to breeze up the straight on Thursday morning, and that would be about it. So yeah, I think it was important having a good look around Ellerslie, and she's done that.
Cool and fast. What did you make of his effort at Ellerslie on Friday?
He's got quite laid back in his track work, so he's pretty chilled about things at the moment. But he hit the line quite nicely, and he feels great at the moment and looks the picture.
Yeah, he was doing very much that in his race on Boxing Day, wasn't he? What did he show you that day?
He showed me. He surprised me actually, because in his trials he jumped and put himself on the speed, and we drew out a bit and got back, and he was off the bit. But when he balanced up at the straight, he showed a nice turn of foot.
I know it's a race you pride yourself on winning, and you love winning, especially with that big prize money, but is he the right one?
Well, I hope so. We've got 4 or 5 in it, and it's just trying to pick the right one. But he's a nice horse, but there's not a lot between all of them.
You're pretty lucky, obviously, he qualified nice and early. We haven't had to rush him into this race. He's had a good space in between runs. The intention was to do that and just give him a quiet barrier trial heading into the race. So, he hasn't been under too much pressure, and obviously a lot of these other 2-year-olds, they've had some hard racing. So, going in slightly fresh, and obviously in good form, it's a good place to be.
And let's talk Savagely, because he is a one-time favourite for this race. Is he tracking the way you want him to be going into it?
We probably got a little bit excited earlier on because he was so impressive, but realistically he's not meant to be doing what he's meant to be. He's more a 3-year-old, but he's got there and he's very well, and I think he's improving. I've really noticed a big difference since the blinkers have gone on, and obviously Blakeshin suggested the noseband, so right now he's in the right place. He's happy. After his last few runs he got a bit jiggy and a bit hot and sweaty, and now he's nice and relaxed, so I think he's definitely in the right frame of mind to be taking on a race like this.
Talk to us a little bit about Force of All, because maybe something of the unknown quantity going into this race. What's your thoughts?
We probably just rode him a little bit too handy last time, and obviously he ran into, at Te Rapu, he ran into Bellatrix Star, which went on and won a stakes race, so probably a little bit outclassed, but he's made the field and he deserves to have his chance at being there, and if he can get back a little bit, be running on midfield, we'd probably be pretty happy.
It was always a bit of a risk to go to Trentham, and we were sort of 50-50. Initially we were going to go to Ellerslie and have a look around there and see how she went and decide after that, but we thought with a stakes placing, or if she could run top 3 at Wellington, it was well worthwhile, and she did. So it was worth the trip. She's come through it in fine order. I think it's a very even, winnable race in my mind. I think clearly Velocious is the horse to beat. If she draws well, she's going to be, very hard to beat. But outside of that, I think it's wide open, and if we draw well, we know that she's got the ability to jump, put herself in the race, and I think she'll be thereabouts.